mind probably my girlfriend. I'm not sure.
Well, then there's that. It could be a third kingdom by Dinema. But either way, like, what I was trying to say basically, like, in my case or shape or form, like, for me... Yeah, I don't want to visit the temple, I want to visit the island. I am flying? I'm on top of the water. Oh yeah, if you beat a dolphin to death, they will attack you in self-defense, but all they give you is just codfish.
So it's not really worth it then.
That's why I let them die on dry land, so they can just basically, you know, do it for me.
I like how the game says, don't kill dolphins, you monster.
Don't kill dolphins, you monster. Oh, dang. Alright, so now what do we do? You want to be on this island?
Yeah, let me see how big.
Let me see if it is, because it won't be that big. But it'll be something.
I'm gonna get a closed view.
I need to ask you your this question though. How good is your Spanish lately?
To be honest, it's kind of like improving. I'm kind of talking more Spanish because I've been working like near a Spanish area or at a Spanish area, so I just kind of speaking Spanish along the way.
Pure Mexican?
Yeah.
So let's hear out your Spanish.
I don't know.
Okay, Tecnoma, empieza a hablar por él para ver qué va a decir.
Bien.
Empieza a hablar, coño, es tu mundo.
¿Quieres que hable yo? Bueno.
Que Brian, habla con Brian.
¿Cuánto tiempo te vas a tardar haciendo el castillo, el kingdom?
See, I understand what he said, but I don't know how to like translate.
Okay, he asked you how long are you gonna take to make your castle.
Like, this is what I mean. Like, I know Spanish, but like, I don't know like a lot of Spanish. Like, I don't know how to say months or weeks or years.
3 semanas. That's the word you're looking for. 3 weeks. I believe in Korean it is what was the? I know Sam is 3, but let me get my darn phone. Where did my phone go? And I actually don't want to mention too much about my little sister, but I was on YouTube this afternoon and I was like looking at a post, and then at the moment I was looking at the post, she calls me up. And I was like, out of nothing, I'm scared of myself on my own phone because I'm nothing, like, I'm on the phone and she just, in a snap, I mean, like, it's okay with me, I'm all happy with her, she can be calling me as much as she wants. What I'm doing with her now is basically, we're going on to Webtoons and, like, we're reading out a specific comic or a specific series. Yeah, I kind of voicing out the boy, she's voicing though. Yeah, but
wait, on YouTube?
Webtoons, you know, it's a manhwa, a manhwa. If I'm not sure what you guys know about mangas, but manhwa is basically like Korean version of what a manga is.
I used to see this one. Have you seen? Oh, what was his name? It was something Sam.
Yeah. All right. I actually have nothing, but I am actually looking for something. I was looking for something. Oh yeah, I was looking for that thing that I was saying earlier. Oh, that's just easy. Samju. That is literally just easy. Samju, just to say 3 weeks in Korean. Samju. Well, at the first, it was actually because of another girl, and it's really complicated to explain that story, but I might as well go ahead and do so on a live stream, because at this point, no one's going to know exactly who I'm referring to, but alright. So there was this girl who I met back in high school, and I kind of liked her when it was basically like almost a year or something after high school. And how do I say this? I found out her channel subscribed to one of my channels, and so when it popped up when it like left a comment or anything, I looked over and I was like, well, she's been like saving playlists with a bunch of Korean music, so why not might as well like save this playlist and hear it on my own. And so basically I went in and started listening to the songs and things. Never mind. There's a creeper. Let me get rid of it. Why do I always have to partially die? But never mind. It didn't really destroy the mountain. I'll fix it. Either way, like I was saying was, yeah, I basically got the interest because I was kind of like in love with this girl that I don't really have much of a connection with. She's too mature for me. She's basically, how do I say it? I got a comment on my stream. Give me a second. I wish I put it in the thing so I can like... Darn it. Alright. But yeah, she was basically way too mature for me. She basically was more of a happy sort of girl. Like, she would be like very... like express herself like in a very happy mood. And... yeah. Express herself like in a very... Weren't you supposed to be sleeping, boy? Not any of you two. I'm referring to the person who commented on the thing. Alright, either way, I hope to explain more further on this, but yeah. This girl basically that I met in high school basically kind of made me think about like, hey, let me connect with her. So I started learning Korean, and this is way before I ever met my little sister, and basically, yeah, like I like the interest of Korean because I realized it was a lot more easier. I was at first heading for Japanese, but then I realized Japanese like too hard. My head hurts with it because you gotta write 3 different forms. I said, you know what, Korean's much more easier. So I stuck with the Korean for quite a while. I've been studying Korean since I believe February of last year, and like I've been like practicing like the learning skill and all that, but I have not like mastered it completely. Did you duplicate?
How do you look up learning?
Oh yeah, I got. All right, so I'm using Duolingo, but I am also using. There goes that. I'm also using this. I'll actually send you the picture. I gotta crack my neck some point later because my back hurts so bad. Alright, what?
There's just creepers everywhere. Oh, wait, I have to...
I'm in money. I mean money on something else, but never mind. I'm using, I sent you guys, like, something. Alright. And yeah, I'm using that. Like, I've been learning Korean for quite a while, and at some point, I don't mention anything to anybody about the girl, the one in between both my crush from high school and my little sister. But there was a girl that I met who also kind of impulsed me to give like more interest into Korean, but Anne and Brian, I just gotta say one thing. I met her through YouTube. I don't know her face, but we lived on the same island together.
You know how many times I heard that story? They can literally do a TV series about it.
Wait, did I already tell you about the story?
You told me, like, when you were telling Brian about it, I had the memory card and everything, like I can see the data all the time.
Wait, you recorded it?
I'm just saying it in a figurative way. That I know it.
Dang,
Like
man,
watching Star Wars 5 times, the whole season, the whole movie, and more everything. I mean, I don't mind, but it makes me laugh inside because I'm really like, yo, this guy is with all passion.
Don't make those. I have to.
I just made tools and you... Alright, fine. Anyway, that's fine. Backup tools then. Wait, you saved it? I want to hear the recording. You need to pass me over that recording. I
No,
want.
man, I say that was in a figure way. Like, it wasn't really that way.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be honest with you. A veces yo guardo. Like I save sometimes the conversations I have with certain people, like just to remember. Oh, this is that. But yeah, entre mi amigo hay revoluciones que yo ni quiero ni recordar, even if I didn't even ask directly. And I would sometimes be like, "Oh crap! I didn't mean to ask this. That ended up going all the way down there." Like, en ese tipo de forma. It happens sometimes. But yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Bri. And the other Bri. Did you see what I sent you, Bri? I mean, both Bris.
No, I think got yours.
It's so hard to say Brian without specificating which Bri, so I gotta say Bris then.
Oh, it's like a book. I thought it was like something online.
Yeah, I also got Duolingo, which is a very also acceptable type of thing. Like, for example, let me just pop into Duolingo to check up on something while I'm doing this right now. I'm doing this all on the freaking live stream. This is hilarious. All right. All right. Alright, where am I?
By the way, Brian, I think that depends. Wait, you're looking over there, so that means that at your left, there's supposed to be a mansion in between that. You see that there's like on the corner, there's like a little block of brown. That might be a mansion. So if you want, you can do it.
The friend teaches English to... Oh no. He teaches to the dog. How do you teach a dog English? I literally need to see the dentist because my teeth hurt so bad.
That's what happens when you eat too much Doritos and Oreos.
Don't be funny. My teeth legit hurt. I'm in a hurry for quite a while. I will admit, and I will say this only once between both Brian's and the live, is that I need braces.
Well time.
Yep. Because my family has crooked teeth. Crooked teeth. You look at my grandmother's teeth, and yeah, you look at my grandmother's teeth. She looks like she basically, well, I don't want to say anything bad about my harmony, as the Korean says, but yeah, she has crooked teeth. They just look like, you know, they were broken by scurvy. That's how terrible it is. But anyway, guys, anyway, case or shape or form, what kind of job were you working at? You're an actual mechanic, like you're working as in like car stuff and all that? You're not gonna go to school and study like university or college?
Yeah, I was doing this as like a job to get money.
I see.
Yeah, my future plans is I want to become an architect, so I'm kind of follow that path.
And
I kind of like playing Minecraft because it lets my creative ideas.
yeah, I like Minecraft because of the creative ideas. It actually kind of helped me in. Sorry, I heard you. I'm here trying to get this.
Yeah, that's like that.
So I was basically going to like do some stuff like back when I was still over there in Puerto Rico, but a cousin of mine came up to me and tells me, "Dude, I need the map of the school." And I'm like, from scratch or the the actual copy of the school. And he says, no, I want you to make one from scratch. And all my mind was about to burst itself into bubble because all he did was 3 craps. And I'm gonna actually explain Technoman what specific project he was given. So, to be honest with you, Tecno, ¿te acuerdas de Mr. Majero? El maestro que estaba por ahí de tu social y todo eso. Pues, bueno, la clase para Majero había un proyecto que básicamente consistía de que uno básicamente explicara sobre qué beneficios la escuela debe tener después de Huracán María, o sea, qué tipo de planes, qué tipo de eso, qué hicieron la gente para arreglar, poner las manos a la obra. ¿Te acuerdas de todo eso? De lo que pasó con la escuela y todo eso. Pues básicamente eso consistía el proyecto. Mi primo me apareció no como unos días después del proyecto que le asignaron, y básicamente yo fui básicamente que hizo el entero proyecto de él. El caripazo aprovechó de mí. And una de esas cosas era básicamente hacer una mapa de la escuela. I spent countless hours making the school map into map because I had to go in detail, and then once I had it almost in par with the one that he gave it to me, what happened was that he said, I want to change up some stuff, I want to make it a different thing, and let's put the guardhouse somewhere far out, let's put poor Julia somewhere. I'm like, okay, yeah, he just lost his mind. But after which, he brought over his partner buddies from the group. They did nothing. Oh my dear God! All they did was just come into the house and eat snacks. I mean, one was fat. One was completely fat. And I mean, the guy just kept eating. He just kept eating. Oh crap, I don't have scaffold. Is there scaffolders in here?
Yeah, they added scaffolding.
Alright, I'll see if I can scour the world for bamboo. In the meantime, I also wanted to mention something about bamboo. So, when I was still in my little sister, before I was in my little sister relationship, my little sister actually called me a big fluffy panda. Yes, she had that originally as on my when she wanted to call me. That was on her contact every single time. Big, fluffy panda. And every single time she would bring up the word panda, she would always remind me about how she was going to close me in a cage and feed me bamboo for the rest of my life.
That's what she said?
Yes, those were her words. I would like to know what is so good about bamboo that I don't know why pandas are so lazy just to eat those. Either way, as soon as I started learning Korean, I found out there are 2 ways of saying panda. Specifically, the South Koreans, they say Daewang Panda. It basically sounds similar to the way, but it just basically means Great King Panda. In North Korea, they call it Chamdaegom. It sounds a lot more different, and yet it's kind of catchy. That's what. Yeah, it doesn't sound like the French word that everyone keeps reusing from time to time, but yeah, Chamdaegom. Alright, where is the forest?
The other thing we need a lot of is cobblestone.
I might as well just start mining cobblestone like a crazy nut.
I kind of don't want to mine cobblestone in the island. There's a giant hole somewhere.
Okay.
I really don't feel like traveling somewhere and then just mining cobblestone like that.
Well, do you maybe want to do like a little bunker inside your house or Iceland and use the cobblestone roof? Just like I did when I started for Rico's World.
Oh yeah, he did. And that's where my original series was about to begin. But then I realized we went on live streamed. I'm checking the live stream right now. Like it should not do the same thing it did last time, where I went live and then it just cut off on the part where you died as with a creeper. I think dying, death by a creeper is completely bad luck for a stream. So, no, it not just only not looked good on all that because he died on the stream. Basically what it did was it cut off the stream entirely. Legit, just and then when it finally returned at some point in the stream, it just basically it just cut off the stream and then just waited 40 minutes later and then just started continuing, it started the cycle just to continue for a while until I don't know, it just looked odd. I'm checking on it right now. Alright, I am actually going. Yeah, he should be asleep. Because if not, they're gonna slap him in the bum. And then finally, after which, since my my little sister made it hard for me to communicate with her, because she didn't spoke to me and she didn't even tell me if it was really a real breakup or not, I had to basically go in and find ways to communicate with her. First I started off with her. I found a villager. Yeah, but he looks very, very, very creepy. He's smiling at me like a crazy nut.
I like how they updated the villagers, so they're kind of more immersive.
I mean, in this game, in the Chinese mythology, they don't look like villagers. They just look like people who are ready to stab you. Because I think they're trying to go for a Chinese feel, but you literally look. Oh, you're a witch. You're not a villager.
Oh, shit. You didn't notice that.
I can't see it until I realize it at last minute.
You didn't hear that?
Please don't die. Please.
Oh, wait,
You got that.
there was bamboo, where the village was, where we first spawned at. I remember there was a giant bamboo forest.
Alright, I'm returning to Technoman's village because
Yes, I made that.
I'm dying, and I need to cook up some galinha crua. I believe that's instead of frango crua, it's just gallina crua. Raw chicken. Oh wait, this ain't Technoman's village.
Jesus, man, you're far away. You're not even in my house.
I'm so confused. Oh, I'm behind the mansion, not in front of the mansion. I'm so dumb.
Remember our old PS3 days when we would just play Minecraft every day on PS3?
Yeah.
Iris.
That was really good.
Those were the golden days. Before the dark times. Before the money that you had to waste for a PS4. Or rebuying Minecraft. Yeah.
For Minecraft, I didn't have to pay that much. I only had to pay $5.
Me same.
Me too. I paid $5 for this version of Minecraft. No, is that because I got a discount.
Yeah.
Savings, here I come. O senhor creep pode me deixar quieto as I get my cenouras. Okay, as long as you're not looking at me, perfectly fine. Because I ain't white. I mean, I ain't black.
You see that I'm saving too much the game is because you know that sometimes Minecraft crash. So to avoid losing progress, you should.
Alright, I am grabbing.
Sorry.
Yes.
I stopped playing Minecraft for a while because I remember I was building something, and then the game wasn't saving because I forgot to save, and then the game just crashed out of nowhere, and I had to start all over.
I know how that feels.
I think I stopped playing for like, I was like, fuck Minecraft, I'm never playing this again. Here I am.
That's life. It's all. It's circle. It's a circle. The circle of life. Oh yes, Brian, so yeah, the circle of Minecraft and the circle of life. I actually want to say to both Brians, are you guys, in your case, Max, are you basically playing Fortnite lately?
Wait, are you asking both of us or just?
Yeah, I know the other one is playing, but I'm asking you specifically.
Oh no, man, stop playing that shit.
I find it like not interesting.
Well, I know the whole game is like not interesting and all that, but what I'm trying to do is find a group of people who's ready for a death match. So a good old-fashioned death match. But this has a Fortnite twist, obviously. But the death match basically consists of everyone who is willing to participate fight against each other. All my friends fight against each other in for a live stream. So basically, that's what I want to do.
That's cool, but I feel like that's not really for me because I'll probably die within like 2 seconds.
I mean, basically, it's not that kind of like deathmatch where you just, you continue dying, you don't get to do the option. The deathmatch has like about 3 rules right now established. Number 1, upon spawning in, you grab in just 2 chests. 2 chests or llamas, so basically like either choose chests or llamas, whichever one is your favorite pick. Then basically, after which, this is the second rule, but once you die 5 times, you grab yourself another chest, choose different weapons, and basically go in and start trying again. The whole point is to die, well actually to kill at least somebody 50 times. Or at least get 50 kills. I want to get the whole group together and see how long that would last. I might boost it up to 100, but sometimes it's optional not to build in the world because the world literally is just like it has everything for you. So sometimes I legit don't want to build at all. But yeah. I made it to the point that it's easy and then it's hard at the same time. So it's either or.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be down with it. I just probably need to delete them. I have a lot of games.
In any case, I'm gonna launch out pretty soon a trailer, which is basically me going to explain who I'm gonna call out for and see, because I want recruitment. Not just from my friends here, but I want to see as many friends from either Xbox and Nintendo Switch and PC to come over if they're interested, just so they can do this live stream. And that means all my friends from both Florida, Puerto Rico, and wherever you are at as of right now, because I don't even know what state you're in. Are you in Arizona or are you in Nevada?
For me?
Yes, you. I don't even know what state you've been. You live. Oh, California. Well then, good old California. Yeah, good old. I believe. Yeah, I think that's how the hillbillies said it. California. Have you ever been to California? They got movie stars there. I'm just stuck watching those old.
Have you seen Beverly Hills?
That's the one I'm referring to.
I think that was the dumbest movie I've ever saw. It was dumb, but it was funny.
I've seen the series, I've seen the movie. Brian, ¿tú has visto los Beverly Rico?
Nope.
You've never seen the Beverly Hillbillies, man? Dang. Either the movie or the series, it's just this old classic. It's an old. Te lo recomiendo, aunque son básicamente el versión jíbaro de lo que es el americano, pero no es tan jíbaro como lo que pasó en Mr. Delete.
Cool.
Oh, if you're at Technoman base, you can bring a little bit of reach.
Alright, I'll see if I can bring a bit of wheat. But what my question is, where did you see bamboo? I did not see bamboo anywhere. Oh, there.
Yeah, it's like a giant forest. I think you'll see it.
All right, I'll get you some darn scaffolders. It took me a while to come back to this area. Almost died in a stream by a witch. One that looked like a Chinese witch. I'm not being racist, but since this math is basically calling it Chinese mythology, I gotta give it the benefit of the doubt. Even though I'm surprised that there's a Japanese anime that focuses on Chinese mythology a bit. Which it was a bit confusing because I don't understand how people just call one thing out, like call a person through one thing, and then the translation, the subtitles don't match what you're calling the person. That's the confusing because it's something based off of the Chinese mythology of some sort of board game or something. I don't know.
I mean, the character I have right now is the original Goku.
I'm not like thing. I'm referring to, I believe it's Xuan, whatever it was. It wasn't even called in anything in Japanese, and it was basically produced by a Japanese anime studio.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like it happens even on normal translate. Like on Japanese, and JoJo is supposed to call Sticky Fingers, and in English they call him Superman, or Red Crimson is called Crimson in the translate. I'm here. Wait.
Oh yeah, the English subs are funny when it comes to translation.
Yeah, like the character I have is called Son Wukong, and Akira Toriyama just called Son Goku. So quack, and it's a monkey, and Goku had a tail before. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I already took a look into like there is no good translation, neither Spanish, Japanese, or anything. You just have to get somebody to do it for you.
Pretty much.
You can't just get a. I mean, in my case, lo que no me gusta, and I'm gonna be honest. I know I'm saying this in live stream, but lo que no me gusta, sinceramente, es cuando los mexicanos vienen y traducen algo que no tiene nada que ver con la película. That's the one thing I hate. I don't know where they got this translation, but they tienen como los patas metidos por el culo, para decirlo así.
Just like Disney movies.
Yeah. It's like Star Wars: The Force Awakens. That's basically your foot in your ass.
Arturito.
Yeah, I am seriously not gonna watch. I'm losing interest little by little watching it. I already saw it. I already saw that. I'm not like interested in watching the rise. The rise of Skywalker was going to basically be the end, and I was going to be okay with it. But when The Last Jedi got in the middle of the freaking way with their social justice politics, I am just like, look, man, I came here to see a movie. I don't care what race, what gender is the famous, what her name is, but she ain't going to be in here. I don't care how yandere you put her to. She ain't a real good character. She's too psycho for my taste. I'm fine with Yuno Gasai at this point, but Rose Tico, go to freaking hell. I don't care about your character, but like literally, it has nothing to do with the story. She has nothing to do with the story. Just leave the black man alone. Just leave him alone. Let him be. Let him be. I don't care if he wanted to escape the ship. He had nothing to do with the story. He wanted to go. That's all he did. He served his purpose. But no, you want to drag him in because you want diversity. You want stuff that we can't have in a normal Star Wars movie. I mean, you gotta go in and tell us that Lando is willing to fuck a toaster. That is how terrible the Star Wars currently is. I don't know what is the future, but my future with liking Star Wars is going to go down the toilet because I might as well just stick with anime. Anime because I'm like, Okay, I don't care if Diego de Luna came in and got a guy fired so he can basically do his own lines in Spanish. But for prick's sake, you gotta understand. It's like the Puerto Rican says, "La piña está agria y la calle está dura." It basically means there's the pineapple's sour and the streets are hard. There's no money. You gotta understand. We're hustling out here so we can get this money. You can't just throw out a brother just because you know how to do your own lines. That ain't right. You shouldn't be doing that at all at any point. Next thing you know, he could have done the same thing to Spain. He would have said, "You know what? I know Spanish of Mexico, but how about I do Spanish of Spain?" Another guy would have went out the door without a paycheck. I don't think he did that. I don't think he's too Castellano to do it.
That sounded so gay, but alright.
Exactly. And that's the thing. I don't understand what is the idea with putting in homosexuals in Star Wars. Since when did George Lucas tell us, let's put in gays? Technoman came up to me at some point and told me that some priests were rallying around in Puerto Rico because people wanted to distribute a book that was basically for gays and all that. And I'm like, I know it's a problem and an issue, but like, why do we need to be expressing these emotions of, gayness and like, no, we don't need to express this. This is not our issue. This is not our problem. This is basically your guys' stuff and your guys' stuff alone. Keep I'm dying. Why am I dying? Something's prickly. What is this?
Oh, it's I think probably the book.
Satan is angry with you.
We could say that, Technoman. We could say that. Either way, the point I'm basically trying to say, like, I don't care about the current situation when it comes to, like, expressing and all that, but, like, literally, we need to literally stop it. Because it's getting annoying. People are going around talking about BS that ain't necessary and helpful. I'm checking if I have wheat. But yeah, like, it just really doesn't help. It doesn't help the current situation with Star Wars. We need...
Wanna know something?
What?
G?
What is
it?
it?
Too late. It's already too late. The virus already spread all around the world. The only way to stop it will be ending humanity. And I'm not joking. It's the only way. You know how... Well, I'm going to politics right now, but you see how Democrats are all against Trump because Trump doesn't agree with all that shit?
Okay, I'm fine with building the wall. Alright, I'm perfectly fine with building a wall because it brings in jobs. I will admit that. But I don't want neither Mexico or US paying for the wall. We get the materials, we put the freaking wall, end of discussion. I don't care. I'm all for it because it brings jobs. But at the end of the day, what's the point of the wall?
But listen to me, you're just getting out of nowhere. Democrats are in favor with the gay shit and everything. And since you know that
United States leftism,
socialism
and all that.
Yeah, with all the presidents that have been Democrats, I don't remember who was the last president that was Republican. You know that Republicans are more conservatives.
Yes, I know.
That they are. Yep, and well, there's a problem. Science Trump is like that, and all that shit is like, let's change this, but science Americans are literally brainwashed about the situation. They're like, no, you've been racist, you've been like blah 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 blah. And the thing is that, like, I have been seeing, like, I was telling this Kenneth a long time ago before all this gay marriage and stuff were on. I was like, Joe, look at this. They're gonna start with this, but then they're gonna add more shit that is gonna be out of context and it's gonna be more unmoral than it is. Like, I don't know if you got the news, but they want to create a bad that is actually no gender about it. What's the problem here? With that, I can just say, oh, I'm gay, I'm lesbian, or whatever, I'm transsexual, and then get it over there and rape anyone. We got children.
I know.
All teens
I know that that's starting to pop up now, and Democrats aren't. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything bad about her, but I have to say right now, her cause and her interest is literally taking Puerto Rico to the La Ruina. That's what I'm gonna say. Alexandria a Ocasio-Cortez, quien, aunque es boricua, has an issue. And that is, if she wants to defend Puerto Rico and defend Puerto Rico really, the way she's doing it is just not helping. And I'm serious. We're going for the Democrats and doing that sort of stuff. Lo que ella está haciendo is like literally putting herself on the deep end. And like, it's just getting enough.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Well, and going back to
the
everything, that's the shit. Like I told you, like most of the presidents there were Democrats, and they just want that because when you brainwash people, you have the power to do whatever they want. When they have people that they're favored with, like if I'm favored with gay people, I will get more votes. But apparently the old people, which means the Republican people, got a lot of votes, and that's why, for some reason, Trump won. And then Democrats and new teams that are supposed to be millennium, they're mad and they say that it's not cool and everything.
Oh, you're referring to the social justice warriors.
Yeah, but basically this is all going to turn us. They just say, oh, when you're, for example, oh, you're a religious person or you're homophobic and you're ignorant. Basically, the person who's turning ignorant here is you, because you're just letting yourself, like you say, oh, these emotions and stuff, but they're more important stuff to be acting with. And you're just being like, oh no, let's be like this, let's be like that.
like that's what's also getting me on my nerves. That this idea of being quote-unquote proud of being gay and all that sort of stuff, I admit it is starting to treat like all of us who have a specific like belief and all that, like it. Like, the whole point of the U.S. was because the British wanted freedom of speech when it came to religion. Allow us to continue being religious because that's what we are. We didn't ask for anyone to go around and tell us what our beliefs are. We learned to be what we are alone. Don't shame us for what we are, what thousands of centuries we continue to be. That's not right.
Basically what they're doing right now is, oh, they say that, oh, religious persons or whatever, they were bad with us, they even killed us in the past and everything, but that's actually what you're doing right now. If you said you're talking about love and peace, but you're just making war against something from the past, you're not even forgiving the people, the past people, because we're not the same people as the
exactly not like this, like not like the Spanish Inquisition, which was also.
But they don't see that. They don't see that.
Or for example, porque La Conquista, which was one of the most famous examples of censorship of a religion. Obviously, yeah, I wish that would be a thing because, like, el tratamiento que yo tengo en cuanto a lo árabe, like, it's just annoying at this point because the way they treat people is like, oh, your culture this, your culture that. I'm like, man, learn to respect our culture. Learn to understand that we don't have the system where you guys are like immediately with a person that's supposed to be loving you or in supposed to be a relationship because that's how it is. They were not like all that stuff is like really pissing me off. Just learn to accept our culture. If you came to our side of the world, accept our culture. Accept how we are. Accept how a Puerto Rican is. Because if a Puerto Rican comes in and smacks you, talks smack to you because that's how you treat him, he'll treat you back the way it is, but 10 times worse.
Pretty much.
But all this stuff with like all this and all that, I want it to be basically like the way I am, and no one's gonna worry about it and everything. Like pretty sooner or later, it's like you said, someone's going to get hurt. And I was like listening in to something that just popped up recently where these social justice warriors have their brains so damaged that they want to quote unquote tell people that it's okay for older adults to go in relationships with those who are under the age of consent. Alright, I understand Puerto Rico has the age of consent level to 16. It's fine. 4-year gap between those who are either 20 or 16. It's perfectly fine. But a 8-year gap, a 10-year gap, that's just not right. That's just literally not right. It's not right. And it's literally up to the point where I'm like...
But Jim, it's like I told you. They started with that, and look how fucked up they're already saying stuff that makes no sense.
Basically...
They start with the gay shit, and now they want to do pedophilia, they want to do zoophilia. What about necrophilia? That will be in the future. You will see it. I'm telling you, you will see it. You will see it.
Like
That would be legal by that time.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I do take a stand when it comes to what my little sister says, and she says, yeah, you're supposed to give him respect, you're supposed to give him as much, but at the end of the day, you gotta accept one little thing, and that is, they chose to be that way. And I don't care what Philip DeFranco says, when he constantly hears people say that being gay is a choice, it is a choice. You know why? Because I chose at some point to almost like a guy, but you know what? I said, no, I can't like a guy. I cannot like a guy. I cannot like a guy because I like girls. I like how they are. I like feminine. I do not like a guy. And I'm not going to tell who I liked or how that happened, but the whole point is being gay is a choice. So if you end up liking that guy and pulling back your choice, it's basically a choice. And since I basically prefer women, it's 100% a choice. Now, anyone could go in and say that gay is like it's an expression you get out of your closet. No, it is not. It is your choice.
You were burned like that. You were burned. You were burned in the wrong body, not fam. But that's not how it works.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
So like.
Oh my gosh, the anime scared the shit out of me. I just looked up and it was dark and I just seen something glowing.
Crawling? Did it start attacking you? Oh, glowing.
Oh, but this is the funny part, and hear me out, Brian. You two hear me out. Say this shit in public. Say this shit anywhere, and they will say you're ignorant. That you have no rights to say anything like that. Oh, they can say anything you want. Yeah, of course. There's no liberty of expression for us.
And that, even though this is being live streamed, I do want to say is freedom of speech is being tarnished, and it's just like you said, they won't allow us to talk about this. But the thing is that this is basically part of our freedom of speech. We are exercising our freedom of speech. We are exercising the right to talk about the situation and say what we think, because this is part of freedom of speech. We have every right to do so, but they don't have the right to shut our mouth. They can tell whatever they want to say, but they don't have the right to shut our mouth. They don't have. Yeah, like you're right. It's a choice. You gotta calm down. And the whole thing of like, let's make our children be. The whole thing about making our children also enjoy this sort of stuff is not going to help anything. What you're basically doing is...
That's the fuck up. That's the fuck up part that I hate.
I was watching, not too long ago, something about a guy calling out a woman because he let... this woman here let this kid, like... how do I say this? Vestirse de nena, like... dress up like a girl, and the guy called her out and said, you shouldn't be doing this to my children. This is not right. You know, it's just basically just going against what he wants. What if he doesn't want to be dressing up like a girl? What if he doesn't want to dress up in a dress? You have to understand that these ideologies are not healthy for our lives, that they're basically just poisoning our minds when they shouldn't be doing that. If they want to express themselves in the future, okay, eso es otro 20, like that's another 20, but for this sort of thing, you're not supposed to even do it. You're not supposed to go in and say, oh yeah, let's start teaching him what it is to be proud. Do not do that. That's big a mistake, because that's not respecting his freedom of speech. Let him brainwashed, and that's the issue. Brainwashing.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Brainwashing the poor kids. They don't even know what they have under their pants. They only know it's a pee-pee and a tinty. Why do they know if they want to be? I'm sorry for my expression, but why would they know if they want to be fucked by ass? Why would they know if they want to make scissors with another woman? There's no way they will know that. They just want to play, be free, discover stuff. Why would they want to know that kind of stuff? Like, I understand.
And their sexuality as well. Yeah, and their sexuality
if
as
they're
well.
discovering their sexuality, okay. they kind of getting maturity, but a kid doesn't care about that. So I don't know why they really want that. That's the part when I say, nah, you're doing everything wrong. You're just making everything
it's just
wrong.
fucked up. It's just fucked up, and that's not the type of world I want to live with my children at all. Yeah, I would say like listen to these people and listen to how stupid, fucked up this is. And this is the sad reality that this is what's wrong with the U.S. This is what's wrong with almost every other country in the world as well. Not that just Puerto Rico. All right, I am going to say this out loud. Quémame la bandera del que hace el arco iris de Puerto Rico. That is just an insult to those who basically fought for our liberty, for our right to be Puerto Ricans, and then just put in, let's just put in a rainbow tint and all that. That's not helping our culture. That's basically still killing it by putting out this, let's be more proud and all. Yeah, let it go. That's not what we are. You know perfectly well. And I'm not saying, we should go down and find the nearest homosexual and tell him you're doing this wrong. No, we're just saying is let our people be. That's it. Let them be. El puertorriqueño se ha envenenado la mente con esta estupidez y ideología del mismísimo americano. And it's not going to help us. We're not going to survive that much long with this crap.
Oh, and another thing, like people are because you know that June is the LGBT month.
Ay, no me empieza con eso porque ahora mismo está
I knew
apareciendo.
that. Like maybe that was a long time ago, but it wasn't that popular. The thing is this, like there's a lot of companies saying that they are a favor and all that thing, and people are like, getting wet because of that. And I'm here like, Joe, they're just using you. They're just saying that they're in favor with you, but they just want your money.
Ahora mismo apareció una situación esta semana regarding about what you're saying right now. So YouTube is having an issue right now with Crowder, Steven Crowder, algo así, no me acuerdo muy bien el nombre, and Carlos Massa. Carlos Massa is the target in this place because basically he is the Mexican queer, as people would say. And he's been calling out Crowder because he's been calling him a queer, he's been calling him stuff through YouTube and etc., hate speech and etc. And they went in, YouTube said, and these were 3 different tweets. I saw this at the Philip DeFranco show. 3 different tweets YouTube sent out. One at 11:30 in the morning, stating, we're starting to look into the situation. We finally realized it. All right, we're going to do something about it. Third tweet around 12 something in the thing, they start saying, we're gonna start taking him down his channel because he has a shirt that he needs to stop buying, and I'm selling, and people are like, what the heck are they talking about? Like, we're not talking about the shirt. The shirt's one thing, but that's not it. And no. A la 1:06 de la tarde, dicen, wait, we're not talking about the shirt, we were talking about the things. O sea, deciden que quieren censurar a alguien. They want to censor people, and that's not right. Because number one, that's going against what YouTube is on its own, a platform in which you can express yourself and do whatever you want. It's fine that you can express yourself to a point, but hate speech is basically going to kill YouTube, because every single time va a aparecer un tipo diciendo, I don't like how this guy's expressing what I am, and it's basically getting on my nerves, and I'm basically being bullied, harassed. Look, I admit you don't like that, but you know what you could do? You could ignore it. You know what you could do? You can go into the comments of any type of video, go in and set up your YouTube thing to block anyone who dares leave a comment. Yes, I admit my little sister has this issue where people come into her YouTube channel and they start commenting stuff of hate speech because she has been bullied about it. But you know what I told her? Don't let it get into your head. Don't let this get into your head. If you want, you can block them. You can take out the messages. You can delete them. But once you activate the thing so that every time someone posts a thing, their message, their comment, it will never appear because you blocked out the words that they use. That's all you gotta do. And if someone is sending you mail through Twitter, you know what the best thing to do? Move on. Just move on. Just move on. Let it go and move on. But every single time that the situation is going to pop up, this is basically going to be censorship through YouTube. And YouTube won't be the place that it is now. Sir. Right now, people are starting to find out that YouTube is not really, you know, all that when it comes to the gay community, the LGBTQ, you know what? Let's just call them patos, because I don't even want to call them by that name because it sounds stupid at this point. It just sounds stupid. The ducks, as we call them in Spanish in Puerto Rico, we don't care about them. The end of discussion. I don't care if we're using them, but we don't care about them because the reality is their entire purpose is so that people can think we're all advertiser friendly. This is okay. This is what YouTube wants. This is a business. YouTube is a business. Just let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. It's not going to help you with anything whatsoever asking for freedom of speech or defense. YouTube is a platform in which they talk, they do, and they censor when they feel like it. So at the point, like, I don't know what the point is, but it's just stupid. It's just stupid. What's this? Oh, it's just bao. It looks like the Chinese type of bread. Mian bao.
How did you get it? I'm still on my first one. Is this just me? Like, can you see this? Can you constantly seeing it?
I'm trying to see what am I trying to see?
Like your microphone is kind of dying, you know.
Speak up, I couldn't hear you. What?
You don't see the animation of me just trying to eat it?
Oh yeah, I don't see you eating it.
Exactly. I'm trying to eat it, but he just won't like want to eat it.
Am I eating?
Yeah, I see you eating it. And like you see you ate it right now. Like I heard the burp, but he's not doing it.
Now you're eating it.
There we go.
Yeah, but like literally, I agree with what you're saying, Brian, and then I get what you're saying, Brian. It's like, why am I even saying that 2 times and I'm referring to both at the same time? That's hilarious. But yeah, like, this is a fucked up world. These people don't know how to control themselves. And pretty soon I'm gonna wake up in a crazy nut house. Alright, it's fine that están aceptando gente, like they're going around and shooting black people, that we need to stop that. Yes, we do need to stop that. But we do not need to go around driving people crazy about their sexuality.
These days, the future days, and these days are gonna be like Sodom and Gomorrah.
Exactly, and Babylonia. Don't forget about Babylon. Babylon was one of those places, and that's basically what. That's what's basically the prophecy of the Bible. The Bible states that, the I'm trying to say it in English, but it's hard to say it in English. El reino de Babylon, el imperio de Babilonia la Grande va a caer. Like the empire in which Babylon basically still stands is finally going to fall. We're going to find out what's going to happen to that statue for now, because that statue's been talked about for years. If you know what I mean, which one I'm referring to.
I think I do.
The ones mentioned in Daniel. That's.
I kind of know what you're talking about, but I don't really read the Bible.
Yeah, I'm referring to the I'm referring to. I'm talking to Techno Man about that because I know he knows what I mean. He's I think what you would call in America a Protestant or a Protestant or a tipo, ¿cómo tú te llamas? Protestante, ya a este punto ni lo sé porque ya se me olvidó.
Protestante.
Okay. ¿Cuál es la diferencia? A este punto ni sé la diferencia.
Difference between which religion?
Protestante, y había otro, protestante y
Evangelista, bautista.
sí, eso también. ¿Cuál es la diferencia? Porque
Eso en realidad es más como que yo sepa, la diferencia entre ellos es some different rules, specific rules. Por ejemplo, vamos a poner que, por ejemplo, en la tuya dicen que que expulsan a alguien por depende del pecado, bla, bla.
Yeah,
Pues,
that.
por ejemplo, en la de nosotros, no. Porque, bueno, se ve mal y qué sé yo. Pues vamos a poner que en la otra es que no te quieren volver a ver en la iglesia. A ver, son detalles así que cambian, básicamente, no es lo mismo.
Ah, pues.
They still
That's the
believe in the same
difference.
God and everything, but and apparently they say that I think Bautists are boring compared to Protestants because Protestants are more gaming.
Protestants. Protestants, acuerda Protestants. No protesten porque protesten es otra cosa. Protestant.
Pues eso, pues dicen que son más, they're more happy people and all that kind of stuff.
I think I can tell the difference thanks to Isis. I'm not sure if you remember Daniel's ex,
Yes.
Technoman, but she I think that's the best example of happiness as you can get.
By the way, let's put a pause over here. Brian and Boricua, I'm gonna close right now the game. So if you have anything left to do, just let me know before I save. All right.
I think I should be good enough. I don't know if I can.
I'm perfectly fine. I'm ready for ending the stream and ending everything else. But if Brian is basically gonna go to sleep, then the other Brian,
For me, it's early. It's 9:41.
I forgot
You can
California.
continue.
I forgot his. I see the difference. I see the difference. I see the difference. All right, play it, Technoman. You can end the stream. I mean, end the game. I'll take care. I'll take care of the other Brian because I didn't know it was 9:41 a.m. or p.m.
PM.
I
It
see.
was nice to exchange ideas about the situation.
Yes.
And yeah, let's hope we can play tomorrow or any other day. Brian, nice to meet you. You're a nice guy. And good night, guys.
All right, night, Brian. Wait, why did it say you left the world? If this is your world.
I know. I was about to say that. I was like, what? I was like, is this your word? Oh, there we go.
Ooh,
What a lag.
yes.
Alright, how about I transfer over to the next world because I was basically going to do something.
Wait, your world or?
Yeah, in my world. What the heck happened to your audio?
What do you mean?
It started crackling.
To be honest, I don't know. After this, you want to see a world I was working on? Or that I was telling you about?
You actually can do that right now.
Are you on the right now?
Yeah. Let me just end this freaking stream.